Welcome, my radiant Aries souls, both the battle-tested cosmic warriors who've been with me since Mars was in diapers, and the freshly awakened fire starters who just stumbled into this strange and wonderful corner of the universe we call Zodiac Talks Tarot. Whether you're here out of divine timing or by total accident during a late-night astrology rabbit hole, trust me, this isn't a coincidence. The cosmos is speaking directly to you, Aries. And what it's saying? Buckle up. Because the Libra Love Portal is officially wide open, and you're standing right at the center of it. Now, let's get one thing straight: this isn't your typical moon transit. We're not talking about some gentle lunar nudge that reminds you to hydrate and text your therapist. No, this is a full-on soul signal upgrade. On June 4th, the moon enters Libra, your cosmic opposite, your mirror, your energetic counterweight. And just like that, the portal opens. Imagine the universe, clad in velvet robes and ancient wisdom, swiping right on your soul. That's the kind of rare alignment we're working with here. But don't expect it to feel calm or comfortable. This is Aries we're talking about. If you've been unusually nostalgic, a little tender in the chest, or waking up from dreams about people you haven't thought about in years, congratulations. That's not emotional static, it's your spiritual Wi-Fi syncing up with destiny. You're not going crazy. You're being calibrated. This Libra moon energy isn't here to coddle you, it's here to challenge you. To help you bridge the fiery intensity of your Aries drive with the graceful receptivity of Libra's love. This portal is a sacred window, a fleeting moment when soulmates are magnetized, not by effort, but by energetic readiness. And here's the kicker: if you ignore it, that window may not open again for months, maybe years. So no, Aries, this isn't just another horoscope video. This is your invitation to feel everything you've been avoiding and embrace the vulnerability you usually bulldoze past. Because the universe doesn't just want you to find love, it wants you to become the kind of soul that can hold it when it arrives. Let's talk about dreams, Aries, not the someday I'll buy a yacht kind, but the ones that have been waking you up at 3 a.m. in a cold sweat, heart pounding, wondering why that stranger in your dream felt more real than your last 3 situationships combined. Yeah, those dreams. This isn't just your subconscious running reruns, this is what I call your spiritual screening room. The Libra Love Portal has essentially turned your REM cycle into a cosmic casting call. Your soul is previewing a major character in your next chapter, someone whose role isn't just romantic, but karmically significant. So if you've been brushing these dreams off, it's time to stop snoozing on your own destiny. Now, here's the kicker: this portal? It's not a revolving door. If you let this window close without leaning in, don't be surprised if you find yourself 6 weeks from now, wrapped in a blanket burrito at 2 a.m., rewatching The Notebook and whispering, "Maybe I missed my moment." The universe doesn't play coy with Aries, it delivers with fireworks or not at all. You either jump when the bell rings, or the opportunity evaporates into the ethers, waiting for your soul to catch up in the next cycle. And let's be honest, patience isn't exactly your strong suit. And for those wondering if this is just woo-woo fluff with a sprinkle of glittery nonsense, nope. This is real energetic calibration. You're being subtly tuned to resonate with someone who's finally on your frequency. Your soulmate isn't wandering around aimlessly, they're already being pulled into your orbit by a magnet you can't see but absolutely can feel. The warmth in your chest? The tingling in your palms? That's not anxiety, Aries. That's your aura lighting up like a neon sign for love. Alright, Aries, let's be honest. Waiting isn't exactly your strong suit. You're the sign that skips the loading screen, sprints before stretching, and asks for forgiveness instead of permission. So when the cosmos hints that your soulmate might be around the corner, of course you want to know now. You're ready for someone to burst through the metaphysical door, preferably in slow motion, drenched in moonlight like a rom-com hero who finally figured out where home really is. But listen carefully, what you're feeling isn't delusion or wishful thinking. It's real. The Libra Love Portal has cracked open a passageway, and the energy is moving fast, so fast, even you might miss it if you're not paying attention. If you've been sensing strange undercurrents, feeling more emotional than usual, or getting hit with signs from the universe like you're living inside a spiritual scavenger hunt, pause. Breathe. Because these signs? They're not subtle. And neither are you. Let's break down the 7 ways your soul might already be whispering, or shouting, "Hey Aries, they're closer than you think." First, your dreams. Have they been cinematic lately? I'm talking desert weddings, mysterious strangers staring deep into your soul, or maybe you're tied to someone by a red thread that won't let go. These aren't just midnight mental mashups. This is your subconscious tuning into the cosmic playlist. The Libra moon is syncing your dream state with your soul's deeper longing, and your dreams are becoming spiritual storyboards. You might not remember every scene, but do yourself a favor, write them down. Aries is known for many things, but memory retention when you're charging ahead? Not one of them. Those dreams are roadmaps, if you care to decode them. Next, your intuition isn't just whispering, it's howling. You're feeling things in your gut before people even open their mouths. It's like your inner truth detector got a firmware upgrade. You sense who's real, who's draining, and who's about to waste your time. But let's not get too carried away. Make sure that inner voice isn't just your caffeine speaking. Triple shot lattes have been known to impersonate divine guidance. So check your source. If it's your intuition, follow it. If it's the espresso talking, maybe take a walk. Then, there's the physical shift. Your body's acting up, but not in a bad way. Sudden warmth in your chest, chills when you think about someone, tingling hands when you're alone. That's not random. That's energy moving. Your system is aligning to a higher frequency, and your heart chakra is basically throwing a cosmic rave. You're not sick, and you're definitely not broken. You're being prepped. These sensations are part of the tuning process, like your soul getting dressed for the biggest date of its existence. Now, you've probably noticed people noticing you. Suddenly strangers are locking eyes, smiling, lingering a second too long. You walk into a room and it's like your energy announces itself before you speak. That's your aura expanding. You're radiating differently, Aries, bigger, bolder, more magnetically. You're not imagining it. Someone out there is already sensing you. They might not know your name yet, but your vibration? Oh, they're feeling it. And they're wondering, who is that? Let's talk synchronicity. If repeating numbers keep following you, 11:11, 222, 444, or if songs on shuffle suddenly feel like they were written just for your life story, pay attention. The universe isn't trying to be poetic. It's giving you GPS markers. Coincidences? Please. We call those breadcrumbs for the chosen ones. Aries, you are not just randomly stumbling through this moment. You are being guided. The signs are real. The symbols matter. Follow the nudges, even if your logical brain tries to dismiss them. Now comes the inner work, breakthroughs about the past. Lately, you might find yourself looking at your old relationships with new clarity. Not just who hurt you, but how you chose them. Why you stayed. What part of you was still seeking validation instead of connection. These revelations are golden. Don't shove them under the rug. Process them. Cry about them if you need to. Laugh about them once you've healed. Because your emotional baggage is calling last boarding call, and if you want to walk into this next love chapter with open arms, you better not be dragging your past behind you like a carry-on. And finally, your love radar is operating at Jedi level. You're spotting red flags like you invented them. You know who's lying. You know who's right. You just know. But before you crown yourself the oracle of romance, let's bring in a dose of spiritual caution. Neptune is still out there, casting fog like a beauty filter on a dating app. Just because it feels right doesn't mean it is. So yes, Aries, trust your fire. But bring a flashlight. Intuition without discernment is just a recipe for spiritual whiplash. Here's the truth, Aries. During this Libra Love Portal, you're not just attracting love, you're re-evolving into someone who can actually hold it. These signs aren't random. They're confirmation. You are aligning. Your heart is opening. Your soul is remembering what it came here to feel. The universe is orchestrating something that matches your depth, your passion, your fire, and this time, it won't burn you out. It'll warm you from the inside, steady and sacred. So don't run. Don't doubt. And definitely don't settle. Stay open. Stay grounded. And let the magic do what it's been trying to do all along, bring you home. Alright, Aries, let's talk about that flutter in your chest, the one you've been trying to ignore, label as anxiety, or explain away with too much cold brew. Spoiler alert, it's not caffeine, and it's definitely not fear. What you're feeling is the activation of your heart chakra. That's right. Your heart isn't panicking, it's waking up. It's stretching, glowing, broadcasting like a lighthouse for someone who's been drifting out there in the sea of emotional confusion, waiting for a signal. And guess what? You are that signal now. You're no longer chasing love like a fire sign in a windstorm, you've become the flame that draws it in. This is a massive shift for Aries energy. You've always been the initiator, the one who takes action, falls fast, and figures it out later, if ever. But this portal? It's changing the game. It's less about pursuit and more about presence. You're not screaming into the void hoping someone answers, you're standing tall, radiant, and aligned, letting the right person hear you through the stillness. That's the difference between craving connection and being ready to receive it. And Aries, I've gotta say, it looks good on you. Now, let's not forget the cosmic clock. Timing is everything, especially with this portal. From June 4th to June 6th, the energy peaks, charged up by the first quarter moon. This isn't just another astrological heads up, it's a cosmic action checkpoint. Think of it like the universe holding up a neon sign that reads, "Shoot your shot, Aries." And yes, I mean literally. Text them. Smile back. Say hi first. Slide into the DMs like you were born to do it, which, let's be honest, you were. This is not the time to overthink. The portal is like a divine green light, and hesitation is your only obstacle. Aries, you were born with courage in your bones. Don't let self-doubt short-circuit the very magic you've been praying for. If someone's been lingering in your thoughts, crossing your path, or showing up in dreams, you don't need a burning bush. You need to act. The stars are aligned. The door is open. Walk through it. And here's your final cosmic pep talk. After June 6th, the energy begins to shift. Not in a bad way, but the intensity fades, and the portal closes until the next divine moment arises. Which, if you know astrology, could be a while. So if there's ever been a time to move, to risk, to love, it's now. You've been called up, Aries. Not because you're perfect. Not because you've got it all figured out. But because you've earned this. Through all the lessons, heartbreaks, false starts, and phoenix-burned transformations, you've made it here. And here is the launch pad to something real. So, what do you do with all of this? You live it. You love boldly, without apology. You stay open, even when it's terrifying. You let your fire warm people, not scorch them. You become the kind of person who doesn't just want love, but is truly ready for it. And before you go sprinting toward the horizon in true Aries fashion, let me leave you with this. If this reading stirred something in you, if your gut whispered yes, if your heart felt that humdonty, keep it to yourself. Like this video. Drop a comment below and tell me what signs have been showing up in your world. Are the dreams vivid? Are the synchronicities creeping you out, in the best way? I want to know. And of course, subscribe to Zodiac Talks Tarot, the place where the stars don't just align, they speak fluent. Aries. You've got this, Aries. Don't just wait for the stars to hand you something. Use your fire to reach for it. To love, to laugh, to live like the chosen one you were born to be. Now get out there and make some cosmic noise.